Welcome to ACO Chess. Gonna have some fun. Rapid chess. Okay, so d4, knight f6. Okay, I'm gonna play this to try and maximize pressure on this d5 pawn. I've had this position before. I'm not sure. There's a game that what happened in that game? I did not win it, but I thought I had an advantage at the Bonneville tournament. I eventually lost. I was in time trouble a little bit. I played queen a4 to play knight c6 and to put pressure here. I thought he couldn't take, and then he played knight e4. I took, and I still believe that there is an advantage here. There's something I can do. So I go queen a4. I'm not sure if I messed it up during that tournament. But the idea is that, okay, every time he takes, I take, right? Then the knight has to move, and d5 is not protected. So anyway, I win a pawn. So he's forced to play knight e4. So my idea was, I can take on e4, he takes with a pawn, and then I can play queen c2, attacking the pawn, and it's not easy for him to defend. Yeah, it was something like this. Okay, so I take, and my idea was that, okay, this is probably just wrong, because now I can take on d5, and because of the hanging piece, it's very tricky for him to so now I'm threatening check and winning a piece. This has probably gone wrong already. Okay, this knight c5, but okay, then I'm just winning a pawn, I think. Oh yeah, definitely winning a pawn. I can then first go check. And then put my queen somewhere. This was the idea. But in the game, he played knight e4, and I probably just still need to look at it at that position. I was quite confident that I should have won that game. But sometimes, competitions don't usually reflect quality of games, especially faster time formats. There's a skill to playing them also. I mean, on the internet, 10 minutes seems like it's a lot of time, but in the larger scheme of things, 10 minutes is really nothing when it comes to games. I want to play queen f4. And I know it's not the best square, but for now. Okay, he has to take on g2. It's a bit annoying. He takes on g2. I think I didn't think this through properly. He plays this move, and this pawn is gonna fall. question is, okay, do I go bishop e3? Okay, I'm gonna go bishop e3. So, okay, these are typical endings in this kind of opening. And what I'm playing for is that the knight is hopefully better than the bishop. The bishop is better than the knight because we've got pawns on both sides. As you can see, everything else is pretty much equal or pretty much the same. Now, he could play knight e6 to defend, but then I wanted to play rook c6 and then bring this other rook on c and permanently press on this c pawn. This way it can move. Yeah, something like this. Okay, then I go rook c6 here, then I bring this rook here. These endings, these Catalan endings, they look equal, but they're never equal, or at least they're never easy to play. It's got a pawn majority on the queen side, but I'm pressing that pawn majority. I've got a pawn majority in the center. This one I was always gonna play a3. Okay. Okay, I think here it was important that he plays this move quickly before I can play rook here. Because now if he goes now, I can protect with the rook, which I feel would be in my favor. Normally, like something like this. Now I can go like this, and now he's a little bit tied up again. You can find nonsense moves for now, but I'll just slowly improve my position. This kind of bishop setup is what you do in rook endings. This pawn setup like this it's usually a good prophylactic idea. Okay, now the game really begins. How do I increase pressure? Okay, you can never defend the c pawn by putting something here, and the guy who's attacking can always press with a pawn push. This takes away the c5 square. I always want this square. Okay, he's doing this. Now I can start putting pressure on c pawn. Ooh, this was not a good move. You see, I didn't. Such an obvious idea. Again, that was a hurried idea. Okay, I'm gonna have to take as much as I can. Check here. So I get a bishop and a pawn for a minor piece. Okay, do it like this. Yeah, I messed up here. It was unnecessary, and I'm gonna pay the hefty price. Rook C is damaging here. Ugh. I'm lucky that he didn't even see it, otherwise I would have been already immediately lost. If I can play rook c7 a little bit, that would probably help. Okay, at least here I don't have there's no Impatience. I should have taken my time a little bit before rushing to play bishop f4. This is a good move. It's a very important move, actually. All right. He wants to pin my my bishop against my rook. This position is lost. I'm only trying to hold on, but it's really lost already. This is one of the problems, but okay. Takes with check. I have to go here. I have to do this. He can check me. I have to block, and it's lost. Now I can only block. Okay, it's over. Okay, yeah, so that I needed to be more patient a little bit earlier at the set position. I've got 50 minutes to move into the top 100 here. I think that's my best bet. Okay, there you go. Okay, e4. Okay, against this one, let's go e5. It's e5 is as basic as you can get. There's nothing new that's gonna come out of e5. Here we just keep it solid. He takes, we take. You can't actually take that pawn because of this move. All right, let me. My power is complaining a little bit. Let me just switch my power cable. I take with check first. Queen e2 is forced. My advantage here is I've got a bishop pair. Chase, can you bring me my charger? Laptop. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I don't know why he resigned. That's weird. He shouldn't have resigned. It's not lost. I don't think it's lost. Oh, it's not lost for sure. I know it's not lost. It's an easy position. It's not an easy position to play, but it's definitely not lost. Okay, thank you. Okay. I started working during load shedding, and I forgot that I needed power. What's he got? Okay, good. So the 10-minute pairings are a little bit slower than the blitz ones. Okay, so now it's what, 2:58. Okay, so we've got a game. G6. This is interesting. can go e4. Or you can play the King's Indian. Or something like the King's Indian. Never know which one is easier to... In all versions of these openings, this is not correct. But yeah. But let's go bishop e2. Yeah. The mistake you can make in this setup is to overextend, to try to punish black for a mistake you feel he made. But I do know that this particular setup is specifically irritating. I think we can do it like this. Then we want to go knight d5. Taking advantage of the pin, he goes here. Okay, here the knight being on c6 is a very good thing for black. So if I go here, he's got knight e4. He's got knight d4, which is something I don't want to happen. Okay, let's go rook here first. Let's see where this goes. I'm not playing for the pin. Okay, now we can do this. I don't know why he could play rook f8 and think he can play rook d8 back. This is something I actually have looked at, but not in this exact position, in something similar. Now one of the rooks fall. It's in one of the main lines. This is an idea. Okay, I want to take this one because I can keep him busy. Or do I want to take this one because it's active? I want to take this particular one. He takes on c5. Now my knight can come out this way. He should resign. But these 1200 warriors, they, they fight to the end. Okay, what's he trying to do? Can I take another piece here? Okay, this is bad. Just taking on c5 and on a1 would have been also good, but I think I can go for more. No, the knight falls. Okay, yeah, so this was bad. Please. Moving up quick. So we're on 165. We might have to readjust that goal of being in the top 100. Okay, e3, that's interesting. Mr. 1600. It's like we're playing white. Again, the mistake in these setups is to overextend, thinking they are making a mistake. Let me punish them. I'm gonna try and set up my pieces as optimally as I can. Okay. Okay, it's creating a lot of weaknesses and they can become very hard to protect. Okay, here we take. Okay, takes there. Just putting pressure on h3. Okay. And centralizing the rooks. Okay, you have to do something about the central squares, but knight e5 is particularly annoying. Alright, go here. Then we shut down this bishop business. From the king side, he takes here. Okay, we take. Yeah, you can press us, but now we can press the king side. That's a bad move. Without thinking much, I think this is a bad move. Even this is not a good idea. You just messed up a lot. There's a lot of problems here. This is a blunder. I can check and then take the bishop. Oh, unless he pre-moves. Okay. It's not okay to me that he might pre-move. Oh, we are now number 88. Okay. Okay, let's adjust that goal to being in the top 30. It's a lot of sacrifices. Okay. Oh, these guys know what they're doing. Okay, I'm up a pawn, but this pawn comes at a price. My development is very much limited, so I need to try and quickly show that it was worth it. The idea is he wants to castle long, and I'm hopefully gonna try and grab a little bit of time, and that's why I created this path. All right, so I can't okay, so my idea is I have to pawn storm him as quickly as possible, because opposite side castling positions require quick action. Question is how. See, his pieces are all trained on my king. I don't like that. Okay, let me try to be as strong defensively as I can, because it's not going to be easy. That extra pawn I am holding on to is I'm gonna pay for it. Okay, he plays this one. Yeah. Okay, I put my rook here. The idea is maybe I can use sometimes this rook to defend. Bishop attacks queen. Alright, I'll keep my eyes on this king. I don't think that backward move with the I don't think the move with the bishop was necessary. But now, okay, I need to exchange a couple of pieces here because it's getting hot and heavy. Here takes. Could you do something? Oh, he's got this annoying attack. If I take, he takes. I go knight f6. Okay, let's make sure. Extra layers of defense. The knight also helps to protect the king side. I've got enough minor pieces there, but the problem sometimes is you put too much defense, they start running into each other, the pieces. If I can, I would like to play e4. Oh, that puts an end to that. But then this knight is no longer very good as an attacking piece. But could I perhaps go, could I take and then go f3? What does it do? I go take. I'm gonna try something. It might be a little bit crazy. I take. Queen there, as expected. I chase him. He goes back. I start pressing the knight. He goes there. Not bad. But I'm very happy with this position a little bit. I can't really move forward. I have to. Okay, he's got some moves, but I feel like I can breathe a little bit. Yeah. Once my king. All right. Your position is not a good one. If I knew I could give up a pawn and get a position with so much initiative, I would. Because look at my pieces. If my students were to see it, they would be like, oh, what did you? They're always saying develop your pieces. What are you doing? I've also been spending more time than him. So in this kind of position, the last thing I want to do is open up my king side. So I'm going to try and use that as a, like close my king side as much as I can. I could actually force the exchange of queens. This could be good for me, but in the present position, if I try to do that, it would cost me material. That is, if I play something like Queen E4, I'm threatening mate, and at the same time, but he would take, and then take, and he's got a better position, and I don't like that. So let me continue with my grid and hold on to my pawn. What I like a little bit about this position is that he is that's interesting. I didn't see that. Didn't consider that at all. How could I make this big fire? I like the idea. Okay, of take, he takes. Okay, after this he has to move his knight. Where does he move it to? H4. It's the most logical. All right. It's like a dogfight. And now that sacrificed material I was holding on to, I don't even have. But my pieces at least are breathing. I gave it up in a way that I didn't want to. But okay, I can, at least my pieces can breathe here. Okay, he's not really making the best of it, I think. So I'm gonna try. This move is a temptation for him to open up the queen side. I'm not even interested really in the rook, but it comes with some threats. It's a very practical move. If he attacks, I can even put this one here, and he might have some tempo, but I like this idea. Yeah, rook takes. This is a check, so I can't ignore. Okay, let's say material is material for now. All right. I want to play b5, c6, something like this. It's not an easy move to meet. So I've got a rook and knight and 2 pawns for for 2 bishops. Very hard to. So my rook on E is doing enough. The one on D is the one I want on B. Its initial idea was to assist me with A4 and B5, but okay. Now I can still. Okay, I'm not so sure if. Oh, I see. I see his idea. If I go g3 first, very important detail, it blocks the e pawn for a moment. I can use that time to improve the knight before. So if I go a4, for instance, you can just exchange. But if I do it like this, then I've got knight d5 for this move first. Okay, he is not really appreciating everything here. I think he's not really appreciating everything. a4. He goes here, go here. Okay. a4. I applaud your move, but it's not really the best. Hey Entlek, thank you so much for liking the stream and welcome. I want to use it to play this a little bit of a gain of tempo. I'm putting my knight in a more attacking position. Okay, and now I go b5. Or do I? Oh yeah, his threats are still there. If I move, then we have problems, Houston. I want to protect first g3. Not sure if this is the best way. Take. It's gonna press. Most likely gonna press with queen. But maybe I could play here. That would be sacrificing the a pawn. But I can maybe hold that position. Queen here. It's a little bit tricky. It's a position worth looking at from a practical point of view, because the bishops are very strong in an open position and I don't have much time. So okay, of course I want to exchange. Hey Jad, thank you so much for liking the stream. Okay, there's some back rank issues here in this position on the king side. Okay, I don't have much time. Yeah. Okay. Let's go here. Check. Here, check. Yeah, okay. Let's just use this. I realized that my other bishop was on pre. I'm spending too much time. Ooh, this is gonna hit. This is gonna hit a lot. I didn't see this check. His dilemma is, does he take on e4 or does he take on a1? Takes on e4. Maybe that was not great. Now he's got some back rank issues which he didn't have before. Out of the pin, out of the pin. What was that? I didn't. I didn't even see there was a mate. They okay, 113, 24 minutes to go. We'll be lucky if we get into the top 100 at this rate. Did you see that? Grilled. That game must have violated pretty much anything that we teach. Oh, that was painful. No, that was a terrible. Oh, I don't think it was just one blunder. It was a series of mistakes. It's actually amazing how a lot of e4 players how do I want to play this position? Yeah, but this kind of opening, most of the time you don't really study for this kind of stuff, because the way he's played it, he wastes a lot of time. So on the majority of occasions, you're just trying to get a position which is not losing, equal, and then because he's a little bit lower rated, I probably will outplay him in an equal position. So most e4 players don't really put effort into trying to get an advantage with e4 by learning sort of the main ideas. I'm very tempted here to take on h on a3, but these bishops would be the death of me. Okay, let's exchange the bishops. Queen takes. All right, I want to go like this. This was my idea. It's very hard also to say with e4, e5, I'm going to play for an advantage as black. It's actually quite strange how your perception of an advantage in chess changes. Nelisi, thank you so much for following and welcome to ACO Chess. With d4, with e4, e5, People lose for the same reasons all the time, like over and over. It's never fancy, it's the usual stuff, but they still lose. I would love to test this idea, check, only move, but then afterwards, what do I have to show for it? Nothing. That could be interesting. Can't really win. I'm not sure which bishop. Nice opening. Judge says bishop. Okay. This, all right. Let me just improve the position. I was gonna say this position of the queen looks a bit weird. I want to take on I want to be greedy. I want to take on a2. Yes, Judd, I think it's correct. I want to take on a2. Taking on a2 is greedy. Or it can be a misdirection. So he could play rook a1, for instance, trying to recover the pawn. That's bad. Because that pawn is really, even the a2 pawn I took, I don't really think matters in the larger scheme of things, except to annoy him. If he goes c4, I'm prepared to go b5. If he takes here, I take on c4. If he takes on b5, then my pawn takes, but then my bishop can now come out. Do I like check? But what do I get? Alright, so now I go on g6. If he takes, I take with the pawn. Then I've got a little bit of an attacking thing going on. But my real idea, or one of my long-term ideas, is I can go bishop here. Suddenly, this position is not so simple. What's his idea? Check. Any checks don't work because of the knight. I do see what he has in mind. There's an idea here where he goes h4, and then let's say I go queen f3, and then he goes check. That could be annoying. But what if I gave him a pawn in exchange for getting more active pieces? That would be interesting. I'm willing to give this h pawn, let's say, but I get a little bit more active pieces. He's just thinking short term about that pawn on h6. That's what he's coming for. All right, I go here. He goes check. He goes check. I go here. Now suddenly everything again is covered. Takes. Do I take? I have to take with the rook. My bishop here is very useful. He takes and misses the idea that my bishop was always protecting. Takes, I take, not sure. he gets this. Okay, now if I go king, he goes check. So I have to protect like this. Okay, I protect. This is the idea of having the rook. Alright, now that the rook is covering the 7th rank, I can improve like this. The ending is much more like a question of technique. So I cover the 7th rank first. He has to go back. I wish he had played this, but doesn't work like that. Okay, could I chase him from the 7th rank? He pins me. I come back to f5. Something like this. Yeah, but this is probably not good for him, because now I will play something like this. The point is, he can't go back to the 7th rank. I can go to his 7th rank. So he goes there first. I attack. Could I attack here? Yeah, something like this works. Yeah, cool. Okay, I take. Alright, now my bishop has got a good square. And double attack. Okay, the big one is still under attack. This one I threaten to take with check. When I take the b pawn, I've got a couple of passed pawns. And I can push them. Okay, what's happening here? Let's shut this stuff down. There's a move I didn't see. Rook g1. Okay, let's hope everything is fine here. Okay, so first we start with check. The king comes there. Now I use the same. No, I can't, because he's got a check. Okay, alright, I understand. Okay, go here. I'm threatening check. And maybe take this rook over here. Okay, so we can go check first. Can make progress. And then we challenge you. This is a mistake. I can take first, and then I can check him from here. Chess. He played very well, actually. Okay, 10 minutes to go. What's our number? Oh, we are in the top 100. Ended up not being a stupid go after all. One more game, and if we win that, then we are cruising. Okay, how do we win? Our opponent is a decent player. He's beaten me before, and he plays this kind of stuff. Remember what happened last time we tried to be greedy? No, we're not doing that anymore. Okay. Maximum activity. Okay. Castles. Kings and Queens Chess Therapy. Sounds like a good name. Welcome. Alright. So here we're going for a simple pin. What happened there? Okay. As much as I would like to play knight d5 here, that's what he wants. That's what he wants also. Let me just play h3. How do I start pressing? Okay. It could be interesting. Let's go knight here. And then attack on the queen side. It's a bit of a Hail Mary, but definitely exciting. Because he could take on e4. I take on c6. Yeah, you could do this. Then I go here. As long as the play is not happening on my half, I'm kind of fine with this. We take. Where do we go from here? All right. This is wrong. Many level. The more I think about it, it looks decent, but oh, it's falling apart. This is a good move here. You can play. You can play pawn takes on d4, and that should be enough to cause me pain. Exactly. This is a good move. It's not a bad move at all. Mainly because there's that mating idea. If I take here, it takes on c4. This doesn't help me. Yeah, no, this is bad. But this might be wrong. Can he take? I don't know. I don't know if this is correct. Because every time my knight moves, he benefits. Can I go like this? I don't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, I can't because he has queen e5. I don't know if you saw. He has this move, queen e5 with the bishop on d6, threatening mate and attacking the knight on d. And then I have to go back, and the going back is not a pleasant journey. What I did here is probably not even good also, but I did think about that. I did think about knight takes d4, queen e5, and he's attacking that knight on d4 and he's threatening mate at the same time. And that was the problem. Yeah, even yeah, it's gone. Yeah, it is gone. All right, yeah, I think I'll jump into this 1 hour rapid once in a while and see how it goes. I want to play. I think there's a tournament coming in January in Cape Town, so I want to start to get ready for that. Nothing like playing more chess in the opening, because you can see I'm terrible. All right, thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you on another stream. Let me jump back to work. Bye bye. Yeah, he had so much control in the center. I really messed up. I need to look at those sideline openings. I definitely need to have a look at